Like, this is our day, you guys. This is it. This is our day. All right, so we're going to join. Oh, we are live. We're live everywhere. Yes, we are. We are live everywhere. So we are going to see about this live right here. Let's go into that live and then put that everywhere. Oh, the setup always takes a little bit of time. Okay, make sure there's no echo. And then we are going to go ahead and put that in full screen, max. No, okay. All right. And of course, today we are day 2 for stimulated games. Okay, we already started playing. People already started winning money, shmoney, honey. And so we are doing our big one. I see people coming in on YouTube. I see on X, on Facebook, on Twitch, on Kick. Everybody. Ah, it's good to see everybody. Okay. All right. And I'm pretty sure we are live as well on our on Wanna Stam. Okay, yes, we are. All right, good. And so I wonder if we can request to join through here, because that would be amazing. Okay, let's see, because everybody, let's request to join. Somebody's live. And we are following Wanna Steam for sure. I'm sure we are. Okay, so why can't I request to join? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yes. And then can I accept from over here? Let's see. We are here. Ooh. Wow. Yes, we can. I think we can. Let's see. I see your Tia. Tia got the Zimbabwean flag in the comments. That's the one, Tia. Yes, that is the one. Today is Zimbabwe's Independence Day, y'all. Like, it is. It's a joyous thing. I came to the country like literally 16 years ago, and so every April 18th feels like a whole new mission. Like it feels like a celebration of roots, of foundation, but also it's an opportunity to connect with people, Zimbabweans all over the world. And every day somebody's learning about Zimbabwe. Every day somebody is learning about Zimbabwe. People don't know, which is interesting. People do not know about Zimbabwe, but we are here. We are here. We are Zimbabweans. We are a proud and happy people. Um, we are here. All right, so I have a lineup for everybody today. I have an exciting lineup as we are day 2. Yesterday, day 1 went off without a hitch. Our premiere episode. Shout out to Remedy Raps, who I was a guest co-host. He came on and blessed the kickoff of the season. Shout out to him. We also talked about music. Obviously, y'all know I love Remedy Raps. He was our season 4 theme song. His song "Whoa" was our season 4 theme song, and we picked that. And so I've been definitely anticipating this new album. Hey, Nesu, I see you. Happy Independence Day. But yeah, and so he was on live with us yesterday. We chopped it up, talked about his new album that's coming out. Remedy's album is coming out on Friday, 2026. That's literally next week, Friday. The album is going to be called Remedial, which I feel like is a great album title. It goes in line with all that we're doing here at Simulator. So I just, I couldn't help but have him on as our first guest to kick off the season. Of course, we've already had a few guests. Before we've had Heidi come on here, help us to recruit signups so people know that the season was going to start. Shout out to Heidi. Heidi, a big community organizer on social media, and just the realest person, honestly, that I've met a lot of times in the Barb community. So shout out to him. He came on. We also had Joyce. Joyce from Fanbase came on. Thank you so much, Joyce, who's been helping us with the Fanbase strategy over on that social media platform. And so that was really amazing to have her on as well. But the kickoff, the actual first day, the day 1 premiere episode was yesterday, where we actually awarded the first prize, the first initial prize for this season 5 of Simulator Games, where people have been going to simulator.com/proteins. It's not too late to sign up. You can sign up at any point in time. We are playing for points. So far, we have a few people on the board, and yesterday our winner was T Minaj, aka T Drizzle, who definitely dropped a bar, a verse. You might even see it in the reels or in my stories. Check it out. And that gave him so many points. He went above and beyond the call. The call was to drop a Nikki bar that you would have dropped during the neurodiversity challenge. He wrote a brand new bar, really great bar actually, whole verse actually, and dropped it for us on Simulator Games. And he tagged me on Instagram, and that's the bar that I'm trying to show you guys. And so with that, he definitely won the challenge prize for the first day. But as I said, there are many challenges that are going to be going on throughout the season, which is a pretty short season. We started yesterday and we will be finished by the end of the week. So it's going to be a pretty short season. Our finale will be around the 26th, around that point in time. And so make sure to earn your prizes early on before it's all over. But one of the biggest monikers for this season, so my name is Simulator. I combine STEM and arts theme to teach about some of the things and interesting topics that I enjoy and love, like molecular biology, biochemistry, as well as music. I love talking about music all the time, okay? That's one of the categories within arts that I'm drawn to. Of course, other categories as well, and pop culture. And so I like to teach of these things in a fun and unique way. My main focus, during the daytime, I'm a protein designer. So that is somebody who designs molecules that are called proteins, these work machines that have so many functions within your day-to-day life. I have a series right now that's been going on my social media that's called Molecular Minutes, where I introduce you to some of these machines, these proteins. Every single day, there's a new protein that I show you in a reel. I show you what it looks like. I tell you what it does. For instance, the saliva in your mouth, that's a protein, okay? Antibodies that fight against diseases. The reason why your blood is red, all of these are proteins. And so I introduce you to different proteins that you should know, kind of like celebrities. Yeah, I do that. It's called Molecular Minutes. So check that out. Hashtag Molecular Minutes on all platforms on Simulator. And these molecules, yes, they are natural molecules, they're machines, they are across all domains of life. So they're in humans, in animals, in viruses, in bacteria, in plants. And so they're very important. But you can also make your own molecules. You can also make your own proteins. This is what I went to school to do. This is what I got my PhD in biochemistry. It was making brand new proteins from scratch. It's this entire field called de novo design. If we know what proteins look like or are supposed to look like, then when we make drugs or we try to fix these proteins when they go wrong, when we have diseases, that is what's called this field of structural biology. And if we know all of that, then maybe we can make brand new proteins that don't exist in nature that could help alleviate all of these other diseases, right? And that's in the therapeutics context. But because proteins exist in plants, in bacteria, in viruses, then that means there are protein designers who can have applications in agriculture. We can have applications in vaccines. We can have applications in many different fields, materials. There are people who are making silk, okay, and not out of silkworms, but out of proteins that are expressed in bacteria. So it's a really large field that has gained global recognition. My PhD advisor, I always say this, I'm always going to say it, David Baker actually got the Nobel Prize for de novo design in 2024. It was the Nobel Prize in chemistry. Shout out to David Baker. And so this is a big field. People know about it, but maybe some people in my community don't, which is why I started Simulator so I can teach this and teach it in a way that's fun, using pop culture. The way I introduce you to molecules and these different proteins every day is the same way that I am interviewing my artists, my favorite artists, some of my lyricists, okay, that are coming onto the show. We talk about their music, we talk about their projects, their art, their views and perspective about AI in this world. Because if you're thinking about STEM plus arts, STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, then AI falls right in that center. I mean, artificial intelligence uses computers, obviously, right? But the algorithms behind a lot of those that AI are based in math, right? So you're taking that, and then AI is an engineered concept that is also being used for engineering in many different contexts, right? And so engineering, and of course, there's an art, controversial art elements to all of this. Not only do some people think AI is artistic in nature, but some people, kind of pushing back about how AI is now making art, right, based on learned behavior, not just music, but also pictures and videos, video generations, the whole apps that are dedicated to generating videos through art. Very soon, there'll be a Netflix for AI, right? Generated content. And in fact, that is the topic and subject for today. We touched on it a little bit yesterday. We said, okay, Remedy, how do you feel about AI? He is an actual artist. He's been in the industry for some time, EPs all throughout. We talked about one of his favorite EPs, which is Rem and B, that he released as a music genre of his own, right? Where, not only does he sing, but he also raps. And so the question I was posing to him as somebody who is a real artist, somebody who's out here making, art, how do you feel about artificial intelligence? Because this is a question we're all going to have to wrestle with at some point. AI is instrumental in every industry. And so I was curious about his perspective because, yeah, people, have some pushback about this. And he says, actually, he thinks, of course, lyrics should be written by human beings, which I think is one argument that we keep hearing, particularly by real artists. But also, there is a role potentially of AI in, say, album art generation. For instance, his album art, he said he used ChatGPT to help generate and construct that vision. And then he works with, of course, a photographer to actually come up with the strategy and the campaign rollout. And so I think there is a hybrid approach that people can appreciate when it comes to AI. I have been exploring in this area quite a bit. If you remember, in January, I announced quite a number of different things that have happened or failures that happened to me in 2025. One of which was, got laid off my job at the end of last year. Which was sad, but as I was interviewing and brushing up on talking to people, networking, I realized I had quite a lot of time on my hands that I could contribute to different things and learn different things, learn some of these AI tools that were coming out. And so one of the things that I announced actually at the end of January was my song. I have an AI-based song that is out on Spotify, on iTunes, everywhere, Pandora, on YouTube. It's called Science Rules the World, which is the theme song for this season 5. Okay, you're going to hear it quite a lot. And in fact, I have a music video that'll be coming out very soon. And you might wonder, what tools did I use? What hybrid approach did I use? This is part of the things that we want to talk about. AI has touched everything from image generation, video generation, all the way to what I do, more in the 9 to 5, which is molecular generation, right? And so things have from more simplistic terms to a more complicated terms, and back again, AI is all through that. And I've enjoyed playing with these tools, documenting how I'm using these tools all along the journey. Hey, Joyce, I see you. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Silver Fox, I see you. Thank you for coming in. Folks from Fanbase are coming through. Hey, Silver Fox, it's not too late to join in. Simulator Games is going on. Please go to simulator.com/season 5. Yeah, simulator.com/season 5. Feel free to sign up. We're playing for points all the way until the very end. We're giving out cash prizes throughout. The person with the most points at the end of the season is going to win that grand prize of $1,000 through Cash App. So definitely let's play. And y'all might be wondering, what is the challenge for day 2? Okay, I already kind of put some crumbs out there to see if anybody's paying attention and to see if anybody's listening, but I'm going to explicitly say it at the tail end of today's episode. We're on here for 1 hour. We started at 1 and we'll be done by 2. So I'm not going to take too much of your time. I appreciate everybody who's coming in. Shout out to y'all. If you're wondering about my attire, I am from Zimbabwe, and today happens to be the Independence Day where Rhodesia became Zimbabwe officially when we gained our independence from the British colonial system. So we are celebrating April 18th every year is a big celebration for Zimbabweans everywhere. And I actually, my mom made the shirt and sent it to me. So I thought today is an appropriate day to wear it. As also, we are in day 2 of simulator games. Somebody already won $100 yesterday on Cash App. Shout out to Team Minaj for earning those points and participating in the challenge from last week. And somebody is going to win more money and more cash prizes throughout this week. And then the total of the final points at the very end, the person with the most points is going to win $8,000 Cash App. Shout out to y'all. I see the comments. Tia, Tia is looking for the challenge. Okay, Tia is up in points as well. She's been doing the RSVPs on Facebook. I saw that she played the printing app. I saw you played once. You can play multiple times. The way to get points as well. And then I see Miss Holistic Health Wellness. She says, "Hey, hey." I think that's also from Fanbase. Maybe. Shout out to you. I see you. Joyce said, seamstress in the house. Okay, mom with seals. Yeah. So I think she might have purchased the materials, and I think she sourced maybe the making, but maybe she actually stitched it. I don't think so. I think she sourced the actual seamstress, but she purchased the material. She's the one who picked this out for me and sent it from Zimbabwe, straight from Zimbabwe. I really enjoy it. Like, look at it. Look at the color scheme, and in fact, this statue, this here is called the Zimbabwean bird, and you actually see it on the flag. And so it's an emblem or symbol of our nation, our Zimbabwean nation. Alvina, hey, that's Miss. Alvina, I want to talk to you about Melanated Music Group. This is a perfect time to actually come through because we're actually talking about the season 5, my theme song, which is my song, my AI generated song. I use Suno, so that's number one. One app did I use? I use Suno Music to generate Science Rules the World. And my AI artist is called Mwana Steam. You might actually see Mwana Steam in the comment section. You might actually see them in the comment section. Shout out to my AI. You might see them in here at some point. But I want to talk to you a bit more because I've been playing around with these skills in AI-based music generation, but also video generation. So I have a music video coming out for Science Rules the World. And then I'm happy to announce that I'll actually be releasing a full project, an EP, not an album, a full project. Since I started with Science Rules the World, I will be going next to technology rules the world, engineering rules the world, art rules the world, math rules the world, basically STEAM, which is my whole thing. And so that album is coming out May 1st. Make sure to take keep an eye out. And I'll be rolling out as we go. I'm very excited about this project. It's something new for me, making music. This is the part that I'm curious about in terms of how people feel. Tia said, okay, I'll keep playing, and the long ones are hard, but that's the point. Exactly, that's the point. You learn as you go. Yeah. Joy says, "Mom hooked you up." Yes, she did. Okay. It's not pausing on my end. It's pausing for me. Okay, it's pausing for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe in the recap you can watch it as well. We are also live on all platforms. You'll see me on YouTube, on Twitch, on X, on Facebook. I was supposed to be live on Facebook. Tech. But next one, tomorrow, day 3, we will be on here. Day 3, simulated games. We'll be live on Instagram. I have a co-host who's coming through, Leah. Shout out to her. And so we will be live, the same setup, but we'll also be live on Fanbase. So make sure to tune in for that as well. Simbi, hey Simbi, happy Independence Day. Shout out to you. Joyce says we can ask ChatGPT. Yes. If you want to participate in the challenges, you're free to ask AI. It's totally fine. So this is a social media reality competition style thing, right? I cannot stop people from using AI-enabled tools. In fact, I want people to learn about the AI-enabled tools to speed up their workflows. And so, what better way to do that than actually giving challenges? So you can think of the cash prizes that we're giving on here almost as grades, to really incentivize the independent learning to have people do quite a bit. And now you might be curious about video generation and what does that do? You might, if you see my profile, and you'll see I've been using AI video generation. And I think a lot of people call it, slop, AI slop. And I think the era of AI slop is coming to an end where you could tell that this was artificially generated. I think we're now starting to get to a point where it is not going to, you won't be able to tell. Alvina says, my EP next week or Sunday. Oh, okay. All right. I love that. I love that. TSA is good on my end. Thank you for letting me know. Joyce says, woo, woo, okay, celebration. Okay, we're going to have multiple EPs. This is why I need to talk to you about Melanated Music Group, because I'm very curious, what can we do in terms of collaboration as this rollout comes out? Melanated Music Group is an AI music-based consortium. I found them on Fanbase. Alvina is one of the leaders in there. I was introduced to Alvina by Joyce. Shout out Joyce, our co-host for the season 5 of Simulated Games. And Alvina, I think, well, this is why I want you to request and come up and talk about it, because I don't want to mess it up. But I think Melanated Music Group is supposed to support and help promote AI-based artists that are coming out here. Yes, we have a mixture of real artists and AI-based artists that are coming on Simulated Games. Yesterday, we had Remedy Raps, who has his project EP that is not AI generated, that he has written as a lyricist over the years. And so his project is coming out next week on Friday. And we had him yesterday talking about the music, talking about the process, talking about the marketing, talking about the whole concept that's around the universe that he's creating with this baby that he's delivering to the world. So that's awesome. And now we also have some AI generated artists like myself. Okay, I used to know, but I'm also playing around with Google Music as well, which Google is in the game, y'all. It's in the game, which is so crazy. And so, I love this idea of having both and both. You can just do video off. It's totally fine, Alvina. You can do video off and audio only, because I just want to, make sure people understand what, Melanated Music Group is about, and make sure that I'm not butchering the concepts and everything. And who knows, I might be joining very soon, you guys. You never know, okay? I want help with my EP. This is a lot of work. I don't know how musicians have been able to do this without AI. So the part I have finished now, the 5 songs that I've been talking about. Science Rules the World, which is part of the STEAM, right? So science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Science Rules the World is out. It's out everywhere. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on YouTube. It's on Pandora, okay? It's on some platforms that I only just discovered, okay? And so I've now finished the companion songs to that, right? Engineering, technology, arts, and mathematics. There's a request. Hello. Yes, come on through. Yes. Come on through. Come on through. I see you. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I see you, Tanaka. Happy Independence Day. Uh-oh. The request is lagging. Oh no, it's lagging. I might need to pull you up, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll keep trying. But yes, as I have finished now the songs for technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, now I'm doing I've done the video for science, and so now I'm trying to figure out also the video generation for the other 4, which I feel like it's a really creative endeavor. To me, the advantage of AI in music is the fact that, some people might be like, you're not talented enough, right, to sing or to do this stuff, so maybe you should just leave it alone. But then what happens to the music that's, in my head, the feelings? Because that's the purpose of music, right? It's to connect with the human spirit, connect with humanity in a way that you can't, just words alone do not suffice. You want to add this poetry to it. You want to add this melody that connects our souls even, right? At least that's how I see music. in the role. What I think AI does, it democratizes music. It's not just the quote unquote talented people now who can, you know, bring out their message to the rest of the world, who can spread their message. We can all spread our message now in that same way using AI. Hey, blessed, happy Independence Day. Woo, woo, my Zimbabweans are coming through. I love it. I love it. And so that's how I feel. I feel like I have a message. I have something that I want to spread globally, that people should, pay attention to STEAM, okay? STEAM rules the world in many different ways. And now I finally have that capability that I didn't have before because of AI. I can think about what I want to say. I can go into the Suno app, this has been basically my process. Go into the Suno app, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to Science Rules the World because I own it, so I can play it on here. No copyright issues. Another thing I'm very excited about. And let me show you. I want to first introduce my artist because I have an AI generated artist, and so y'all need to take a look at my artists and see them. But so yeah, I go into Suno and I basically think of what message I want to give to the world. And that is what I package is it through multiple iterations as a prompt, right? So I package that as a prompt. We are love. We are love. So this is oh, I don't want an echo. Do you hear an echo? Uh-oh. We don't want to hear an echo. Do we hear an echo? I hope we don't hear an echo. Okay. Oh, have we not been... What is going on? I'm not sure yet. Okay, this is probably it. Which one is this one doing it? It's not. It is that one, but then where did it come on when we did this? Y'all can hear me this time. Oh yeah, I can hear an echo. Yeah, you can hear an echo. Okay, so I'm gonna put the mute. Yes, now you can't hear an echo. There we go. Mute was the thing that was missing. So okay, I had to figure that out. I'm gonna have to cut that clip, cut this one next. So yeah, I just want to show you guys my setup because I could do that now. Okay, I could do that. So my AI artist is on stage with me right now. You can hear them. And so I want to take you guys into my studio so you can see what I've been working on. This is Mona's team. Shout out to Mona's team coming on here. I see them. Let me put them into, let's see, studio. So now let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna put that on here so you guys can see. Yeah, I've been working really hard on this. I know it's not as hard as being an artist, real artist, singing. That element is not there, but it's been going back and forth. Oh, I see you. Yeah, 2 times. Yes, you should. You should see me 2 times because what I'm about to pull up is my Suno studio. So I'm showing you guys my studio. This is it. This is Suno Music. And so I just went to suno.com. This is my profile. Of course, I'm Simulator everywhere. Okay. I'm trying to hide some of my password stuff so that you don't see that. But this is my EP that I'm dropping. So I'm going to play a quick song very soon because I can. It's my music. I can do it. And you can actually listen to Science Rules the World everywhere on Spotify, on iTunes, everywhere. It's already out. And it's the theme song for this season, season 5. But you can also listen to it on Suno. And you don't have to have the app. You can just go on Suno. You can say suno.com. You don't have to have purchased anything. You don't have to have signed up. You don't even have to have an account. You can just put suno.com and then search Simulator the same way you would search on Instagram and everywhere, and you'll see my music come up. And so this is it. It's you can collaborate with people on here. It's almost like an Instagram for music creation, which I think is just really so cool. So yeah, you guys. All right. So I see Callie. Hey, Callie, come on through. Yes, come on through, Callie. Our guest co-host for today is here. Shout out to Callie. Now we cannot play Callie's music. We will get taken down. Hey, Callie.
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining on. I really appreciate this. Shout out to you for coming through and lending your voice, of course, to simulated games. This is the third time if you have come through
Mhm.
on so we really appreciate it. For those who I don't know what living under a rock and don't know Kaliem, which is crazy. Kaliem, my favorite rappers. Okay, his music has been a theme song not only for the beginning season of simulated games, but I mean my daily walks. I on repeat. Kaliem is on repeat. Not just is he a masterful rapper, but also a lyricist. Kaliem writes. Okay.
Thank
And of
you.
course, famous and infamous for his lethal bars, legendary throughout the game. Origins as a battle rapper, but also Claudia's, only with the tone and sounds that he has given music and albums, but also to features that he has lended out to several music and artists that I have discovered through Cali M. And so I'm so happy to have on the stage Callie, and shout out to you. Hey, Callie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, you guys. I'm sorry I had a long weekend.
No, it's okay. I be talking too much.
I had a very long week. It's
That's
been
what I've been doing on here, just talking. I talk. I can talk for days. So don't worry. I'm happy that you were able to join us. Let me drop down the artist here so that we can have this conversation.
no problem.
I'm. I cannot drop them down. Oh. Okay, I don't wanna drop you down by mistake, so I'm gonna leave them up. I'm gonna leave them up, yeah. But yeah, Callie, what do you think of season 5 so far? Yeah, you've already seen or the premiere, season 1, you were at the beginning at the ground level, okay? And you
Mm.
saw season 2, and of course season 3, the Gag City season, the Barber we're part of that. Now you are seeing season 5. I'm sure you have thoughts. I know we have, it takes a little bit, good and bad. Let's talk about it a little bit. Yeah.
These are good and bad. Listen, it was nothing bad. But yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think that like naming something after like a lyric and stuff, that's like it's weird because I use music to help me study. So like I would take I think that that's kind of like brilliant in the way where like if I have a test or something like that, I would use or hum like something like to like say for example I need to find a definition of a word, right?
Yeah.
And I would hum the definition of a word but in a specific tune so that it helps me remember, oh, okay, this is what this means. This is what that means. So it kind of reminds me, like the way that the method of the simulator games, that kind of reminds me of that method. I think that that's actually a very very dope way to learn science, remember, learn and remember, learn and remember.
I
So yeah.
love that. I didn't even consider. I didn't even consider that this could be utilized for audit. I
Hmm.
didn't even think of that link. Thank you so much again for lending not only your voice amplification, but even that thought process right there. Thank you so much for that. I said good and bad because yes, that's the good. But also, I'm not infallible. I make mistakes. I made a mistake, and I definitely need to. I owe you an apology, you as well as several people who have informed me. I've had several messages, DMs, as well as comments. I, posted a flyer for Simulated Games Season
Mm.
5, and part of this was reaching out to folks who participated in Nikki's Neurodivergence Challenge to say, hey, those lyrics, we can turn those into molecules. And if you tweeted that out, you have claim and ownership on this. And so don't miss out on participating and winning this $1,000.
Mm.
Unfortunately, part of the promo, production or rollout of this also included somebody who has denounced Nikki. And I did not know at the time that that had been the case. But not only did he denounce Nikki, but he's also been really problematic within community, it seems like a lot of people have a number of different problems with Pedro. Have had issues with him several times that I was not aware of. Now I've been getting, a lot of that information, since then. And I feel like if I had done my due diligence, that's the part that I feel I apologize for is I should have, done more research. I should have, as a researcher, talking about doing scientific research, I should have looked up quite a bit before going in that promo direction. But I want to apologize for that. I don't want people to think this is some sort of scam or that Callie M, by being associated with me, now is like sort of, linked with that. Callie M, nothing to do with Pedro. Pedro has nothing to do with the season. He did the collab post on Instagram as a promotional thing, but he is not part of the season. I have only ever met him one time during Dax City, and that's it. And so I just want people to know that this is not a scam. This is not associated with any of that stuff. And if I had known more about this, I would have made different choices. And so I apologize for that.
Definitely. No, you good.
And I apologize to you, Callie. I know this is a tight spot that I put you in. And so I appreciate you for recognizing at least, that I'm not a scammer.
No, I know that's all right. Yeah, it was just more so like, you know what it is? When, I guess, for so long now, every time when something happens with anybody, right? Anybody on the team, like if somebody leaves or if somebody is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody like basically opts out of like doing whatever it is that they do. Yeah. Somebody always trying to say circle it back to me. So when I see that and it was just like, oh no, see, this is what I can't do because it's like, why is it always turned back to me? Like for the longest, I was just wondering like, why is everything always turned back to me? Even down to like the last situation from what was this? I want to say October. It was around October-ish, and she mentioned somebody from her camp, on thing, and then Tasha K like released information basically saying that this person was in on stealing with her. And the fact that I knew the person, they all still tried to circle it back on me as if, like, you know what I mean? I met this person through Nikki. I met this person because we were fans of Nikki. That's the only reason why we even know each other in the first place. That's the reason why I know half of you guys in the first place. So it was just like, why do you think that I would ever like turn on her or like turn on like be against her? That I never gave off that. Like I never gave nobody a reason to feel like, oh, he's a fraud, he's fake, or he's gonna turn on her. I never did that. So why am I always the target? So that's what it was. Like, so when I seen that, it just kind of like meshed in with that. So I do thank you for understanding. I do thank you for apologizing. I just didn't want to get too caught up. Like, like I didn't want to make it look like this is something that is not, because it's literally not. I'm just learning.
It's literally not.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but no, I that's what I say. I really wish I had stayed more connected. I wish I had kept up with Chris and known all of this stuff. Because it's a lot. A lot of stuff, and that's what you just said. Like, we met because we like Nikki, right? Like that's the reason we are Barbs, right? And so the fact that people are circling around, about different individuals' problems and linking people who are independent people, but they happen to are Barbs, I think is interesting, and that's why I wanted to put at least the public apology to acknowledge the harm, to acknowledge that I understand where this is coming from. Do not be putting this on Callie. This was my mistake. This was my bad. I didn't do the research, not Callie. Okay, Callie is just lending his voice to my platform, which, of course, I really appreciate. Okay. All right, moving on. I know that was a lot, but and there's been controversy in the community, so this is nothing new to us. This is one of the things, but I always want to be upfront and straightforward. So, Callie, we were just having a conversation about AI in music, as a lyricist, as an artist, established traditional artist who has been doing this the hard way, blood, sweat, and tears long before AI, how do you feel about AI's role in music? How do you feel about Suno Music, Google Music now going into there? What are your thoughts? Yeah.
Well, well, I don't know how I feel about AI artists still to this day because I just still feel like you should be a songwriter if you want to, do it because I do feel like that it'll make it harder for like actual artists who have been grinding for a long time. You know what I mean? Like I always felt like that. I think is almost like a shortcut for um it's almost like a shortcut for people who might not have the ability to sing or the ability to rap or the ability to do anything, but they could still, profit. They could still profit. They could still be successful. That's how I felt about it. There is a plus side to it. I feel like also. Um, I don't know. It's innovative. I'm not gonna
What's
lie.
the plus side that you see? Yeah.
That it's innovative. It's an innovative concept. It is. It's an innovative concept to like really come up with like a whole like because I can only imagine how much science it actually take to get that up and running off the ground. Like like excuse me, like to get that whole concept running off the ground. I already know it's gonna take like a lot. It is an innovative type of thing. Me personally, I like rapping. I like rapping, and I like being in the face of my lyrics. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, okay. I mean, you are definitely sounding the same way that I've heard with other traditional rappers. Like we just had Rem yesterday. I asked him the same question, and he had a similar sort of take. It's like it's controversial, obviously, but he leans on towards more traditional lyric generation, particularly no AI on lyrics. Right? Is where he
Mhm.
lives on. But at the same time, there is a place for AI, maybe in the album covers, in maybe in the melodies and certain things.
Mhm.
My suspicion is that AI has been around for a while in the game, and these are just tools that are now just made widely available. And for me, it's an opportunity for somebody like me who is not as talented as the
Mhm.
traditional folks, who cannot carry a tune to save his life or to sing, to now have an AI artist basically spread the message that's been locked in my brain because I could not get it out through those
Mhm.
other ways in this new medium. If music is supposed to meant to connect people, then maybe this is AI's democratizing AI music. But I truly understand the idea of, oh, now you're pressing a couple buttons to do prompt generation, and now you think you are, you're Biggie. No.
Nah.
But so, what about? Would you ever, feature on an AI artist song?
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say that I
Oh,
wouldn't.
open-minded.
They
Okay.
ain't gonna like me though.
Oh.
They're not gonna like me. AI, the person, well, the person, the AI is not gonna like me at all. But I would.
And I,
They're not gonna like me at all because I don't care how many molecules you come up. Like it just doesn't. I just feel like when you have that raw emotion, when it's raw.
yeah.
So I would, but I'm not closed. I'm not closed minded about the idea at all. I'm actually very open minded to that. I want people to see the difference. I want people to hear the difference. I want people to feel the difference. So
That's a good point right there. Is people can really tell the contrast, and how do you
mhm.
tell the contrast if you're not gonna put it side by side and
Mhm.
really really
Let's compare.
demonstrate?
Let's do it. So
I
why
think
not?
this is also something Lil Wayne said, right? Lil Wayne said, "I've heard some of all of these different, AI based things, and none of them are beating me. None of them are beating Wayne. And so, if it's a competitive sport, bring
Mhm.
whatever enhancements that you have. You're still going to be washed,
Mhm.
regardless of what you bring. And so I'm interested in the sport, in the fight. Well, I did mention that my season 5 simulator games, the theme song this season is the song that I made. The song I generated in
Okay.
AI. When you came on, that's why I had my AI artist, Moana's team, which literally means in Zimbabwe, it means child of king. Wana is child.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so serendipitous to talk about it today because today is Zimbabwe's Independence Day. That's why we got on the garb and everything. And so I'm mixing a little bit of my own things. I think of myself as a hybrid musician with this. I am connecting science and elements of
Mm-hmm.
this while learning some of the musical elements in this. And so I want you to hear the song. Do you mind? Because that's the other part that I love about this idea of AI stuff is any music I generate, I own. Ain't no copyright strikes. I can play that music anywhere I want, which is a whole new feeling. No license issues, none of that. And so I want to play you Science Rules the World and hear an actual traditional artist really give feedback on this. Are you open to this? Yeah?
Let's do it.
All right, all right. I'm nervous. I'm nervous now. I'm nervous. All right. I'm gonna play it on here. Science Rules the World is out on every platform. Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. So here we go. Can you hear it?
It's slow. I can't really hear. Hold on. Maybe
Oh, it's low. Yeah. That's why I had him. That's why I had my artist up here so I could maybe play from. Can I could probably do that. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it that way. Bring him back up. Oh, Selvina is up. Okay, I'm gonna try to play it next turn. Move the mic echo. Hi, Alvina.
Hi.
As somebody who is an artist, AI generation artist, how do you feel about this conversation?
Well, I came on because I wanted to say, like, clear up a few things because the well, it's not really, it's a music distribution platform. So, artists, whether you're a traditional artist or you're an AI, however, we just call you artists because a lot of people, they are musicians, they do the um, singing, they do the writing, they do the composing and they put it together. So that's why I'm going. But I was going to tell you, Stimulator, don't cut yourself short. You can put your voice on there. Now there's a new feature with the V5. You can put your voice on there, and if you're writing your music, you can have that copywritten through their copyright.gov, and also have that you own that. So the regular copyright with Suno, the way it works, even if somebody remixes your song, they can go to the copyright office and they can take it. But what
Nice.
a lot of the artists are doing now that it's been upgraded to where they can add their voice, because a lot of them can really sing. They just didn't have money to pay studio time. So if you can sing, and then there's a lot that goes to, if you listen to my music, it's more so Afrobeat. So there's a lot that goes into like the production part of it. You have to know what kind of sounds, what kind of drums, what kind of congas, or whatever you want to use. For George, she likes saxophones. I like cellos. I like a lot of different things. And I also have an ear for different types of sounds. So I think,
And so you started the Melanin Music Group so that you can connect traditional artists as well as AI based artists, right?
yeah,
Is that and so you help promote even traditional artists as well?
yeah, traditional. You get 90% off of each sale. So every time you sell an album or a single, you get 90% from and that we pay out every 2 weeks. So whatever you made in those 2 weeks, you get paid on the first and the third of the month. So
And
that's how it works
what
with
do you
us.
do with help of promo, like album rollouts and stuff like that?
Promo is like, so we have this like QR code And then we're doing ads. We started with social media ads. And then we go live and we do like not just melanated music, but other musicians on with DJs. We're trying to get some of the artists on radio, but with DJs, with Sack Black. I don't know if you follow him on TikTok, but he had like 9,000 users on TikTok the other day, and he was playing mostly melanated music. There's a couple people not signed to melanated music, but mostly he was playing melanated music artists. So that's a way to be promoted. We have some ads running now on Instagram and on TikTok and on Facebook and on other platforms as well. I think we're going to put an ad on Revolt.
All right. Well, thank you so much for putting more context around that. I am new in all of this, and so I'm still doing research. I really want to find out. I've now also just recently learned a whole lesson about doing research ahead of time. Okay, so I want to make sure that I know everything that's going on.
The first thing is you want to make sure that your IP is protected. So as much as you can put into it, and really AI means like, and there's some people that do it. I know some people doing it. They just like make me a hip hop song, a really what you call a hip hop song, and then they'll formulate that. So that especially if you do it on Suno, that most of the times cannot be protected. But if you can create something or come up with some concepts, whether you need help writing or not, and then you put your concepts in, you write, you have your voice on it. Now you can add your voice in. Different voices of your voice. You can record it and they can put that over. Some people are humming, singing on it so their voice can be on. And then later on they're adding the drums or the cello or whatever beats that they want.
Well, thank you so much for dropping that knowledge of I really appreciate it, and I look forward to connecting more, particularly on Fanbase. Callie, Alvina is really in the Fanbase streets, and so we need to show you around on that social media platform.
Well, I'm mostly there now on Monday, 12 to 2, and on Tuesday at 7 to 8, I have meeting because right now we're coming out with merch, with QR codes. We're doing a lot of different things. Right? Well, I live in Boston. The company is located in Delaware. I don't live in Boston. I live in Cape Cod, so that's a big. I want you to think I'm a Bostonian. I live about an hour away from Boston.
Sounds good.
They're very particular about that.
And even in person at some point. So thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. Okay, Alvina.
All right, no problem. Take care.
All right, now I'm going to play this song. Callie, I want to hear your honest feedback. So this is my Suno library. I was sharing it just now. Let's see, maybe I could do it this way. Yeah, I think that looks good. That's why. And so this One Last Team is the Instagram account for my artists, and so I'll be putting visuals and stuff on there in the future. That's another thing. Social media allows you to have an AI Instagram account. That's cool. So you can automatically also auto post and stuff like that. It's awesome. So this song is already out. It's Afrobeats vibe. I call it Amapiano. It's like South African type Afrobeats specifically because I'm from Zimbabwe, Southern Africa area, and a mixture of hip hop, of course. Hey.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play it now. Make sure it's on. This song is already out. Afrobeats vibe. I call it Amapiano. It's like this. And play. That's better, right? Black coat dripping ice swag. Pocket full of debt, I want him in my bag. Microscope vision, see the unseen. Out of the door, so I the laser beam. The universe blush, Big Bang Theory, now we're in the rush. From the Petri dish to the monster rain, science got the juice running through the veins. Science rules the world, we the new kings.
Gravity bends when a genius sings. DNA spiral, stars align. This is our time, yeah, time to shine. Science rules the world, we the new kings. Gravity bends when a genius sings. DNA spiral, stars align. This is our time, yeah, time to shine. Sun cooking up in that particle stew. Higgs boson vibrate through zone Q. Black holes whisper galaxies collide. We surf the cosmos, call it science pride. Neurons sparking like a Tesla whip. Brainwaves dancing, take a data trip. Climate changing, we reverse the heat. Algorithm marching to a future beat. AI scribbling symphonies of math. Venus glistens past the aftermath. Telescope eyes on the outermost ring. We the architects of the future sing. We the architects of the future sing.
Is that it? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Is wanna see?
Dope.
Yes, and that's Dance
Dope.
with the World by my artist wanna
It
see.
sounds really good. She sound like your AI sounds like Bia. Like the
Like Bia?
tone. Yes, the tone, not the rapping wise, but like the tone wise, like her tone, like
Okay.
the tone of her voice. It sounds like Bia. It don't
I
sound like her
love
rap.
Bia, so I
Yeah,
wondered, like, I'm a little in my mind influenced when I picked that voice. Oh my god, that
it
would
sounds
be
a little bit like her.
hilarious.
It sounds like a mixture. It's like her and what's that girl name? She's like new. It's a song. The new pop girly.
Oh yeah, Trim, is it?
No,
I don't know.
Tate McRae. Tate McRae.
Okay. So with
Like
pop, right?
that's
More
what,
pop.
yeah. Like they voices, like when she started singing, it sounded like a little bit of like Tate McRae, a little bit. But when she was rapping, she sounded a little bit like Dia, and I was just like, oh shit, like okay,
Well,
okay.
what's interesting is the artist is supposed to be a young boy, not a girl. So it's
Oh,
supposed to be
it's
a
that.
young
Oh,
boy because to me, in my mind, I was thinking of this as the young scientist in me who was now seeing themselves now, grown up.
mm,
That was the vision. So it's a young boy, very young. In fact, even the artwork you see is like it's a young boy. It's like maybe 13, maybe around that age. And he has
mm,
that lab coat on, but he also has got his gold chain and stuff. Because what I'm seeing now is like, imagine being a black scientist little kid right now. You have so many access to education that we didn't have when we were growing up. And you have role
absolutely.
models potentially like, a lot of black scientists like you see now. And so that was my envision of Mona's team as the character. But I guess little kids could sound as well as adults.
Hmm.
That sometimes happens, right? In terms of tone, as you're saying, just tone because I don't see a similarity in style, but definitely I could see the tone sounding, and maybe I picked it subconsciously because I like Pia's Pia's
Hmm.
tone. That is very interesting
Yeah, the
that you picked
tone. It
that
sounds
up.
really good. It's really no.
What
It's really the song itself is really really good. I was like, oh
you like
okay.
it?
I was nervous about hearing it at first, but I was like, no, this is actually really, really good. And I think that that's important too. Like, if you can make good music, do it. Like, like if you can make good music, do it. You
I
know.
appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Oh, my song got a stamp of approval.
No, it's the song is
Yeah.
really, really good.
Thank you. And it means a lot to me. A lot. I love the lyrics. I poured quite a bit into that, and so
Mhm.
it means a lot.
You wrote
And
those
I think
lyrics,
some of
right?
the hmm?
You wrote those lyrics, right?
Yes, in combination with AI. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be on here lying. I
Okay,
definitely use
word.
AI for stuff. My bad rhymes or give me definitions because I wanted to really use complicated science terms but mix them in with layman's terms as well so that both
Mm,
sides. I want scientists who are in the field when they hear this they recognize it, and then non-scientists also get the message and recognize it. I want it to be both things. I think that's the lane I'm in.
hmm.
Ultimately, this season 5, we're converting lyrics to molecules. Eventually, I want to be able to convert molecules to music. And
Okay.
that's where I see my lane as the artistic lane, right? I want to hear what does The saliva in your mouth is the protein. Okay, what does the saliva in your mouth say? And the antibody that fights against the disease, what does it say? You know, like
Mm.
I want to be the key definer between those two things, and I have an idea of how we're going to do it, and we're generating the protocol right now in season 5 of Stimulator Games. So,
Period.
I appreciate you, Callie, for sampling that. I'm gonna send you some more stuff. See what you think.
Yes. Send it to me.
Okay.
Send it
But
to
as
me.
always, I appreciate you for coming on here. Should we look out for anything? I'm always a big fan of Callie. Is there anything we can look out for in the future coming up?
Yes, you can. Actually, now that I was really heavily on dancing like these last 2 years. Like that's been like what I've been doing, like getting my dance juices back. I'm ready to put out my fourth album, my fourth project. So that should be. I have about 2 more songs to write, like two more. I got like 2 more songs to write, and then I'm finished. I'm finished. I just gotta lock
Oh,
in. So yeah, definitely. You guys could definitely expect another album before. I'm not gonna say not before the summer, but definitely no later than the summer. Let's say that. No later than the
okay.
summer. We
We're
should
gonna
be.
have heat, and something to munch on in the summer. Because Cali,
Oh,
it's dry out
absolutely.
here. We need you. We really need you, man. It's
I
so
feel
I'm
you.
very excited about the fourth upcoming album from Cali M.
I'm
So
very
okay,
excited. In four
okay,
more
watch.
days is the 7th year anniversary of my first album, my first EP. I mean, so I damn 7 years is a long time. Like that's a long time, and I'm just like, wow, I came such a long way. It's weird. It's mind blowing when you think about it.
Yeah,
Very
you
mind
started
blowing.
April 22 in 2019.
That's when I put out.
Uh,
That's when I first started releasing music. 2019.
2019. Calibrated,
Hmm.
right?
No, different caliber was my first one.
Different caliber. Okay.
Technicality is my second one, and recalibrated is my third one. So I
Wow.
have three
Within a
so
year.
far.
You know
Mhm.
what they say about the number 7. You know what they say about the number 7. That's the universe number, okay? So I
Mhm.
mean, and you've been doing this without AI, without these easy tools. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think rappers are magic, honestly.
We're
Magicians,
magicians.
honestly.
We're definitely
Oh,
magicians.
you have to have multiple brains. The writing the lyrics, the tone, the melody, but then it's also the marketing, the strategy around everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at Cali's different projects and even different songs, you'll see he always incorporates his name. Cali is always in different ways. One of the things I loved about calibrated is it's a science term that we use all the time. Caliber is there as well, but then so I'm very curious to see how you take that into future generations. And your ad lib, of course, love it. Oh boy,
Oh
we fell in love
yes.
with it.
There's
Season
a lot
one,
of those. Don't
social
worry.
climber.
My album
So
has a lot of oh boys. You guys are gonna get all of that. I have a lot of oh boys, a lot of different ones. So.
oh, cool and black. You're definitely teaching us something. That's a signature right there. And I'm learning. I'm learning. I've got my pen. I'm definitely in session. Learning as we go. But all right, Callie, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for coming on here and lending your voice to this. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to potentially working with you some more. So yeah, we'll talk soon.
We'll definitely talk soon. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for having me. And yes, good luck with everything. Thank you everybody for listening. And good luck with everybody on winning your 1,000 girls. No shade. Go get that coin. Period.
Thank you, Callie. Appreciate it.
Always. I'll see y'all later.
And that's Callie. Callie M. Oh my gosh. I will never not get excited. Like his music really moves me, honestly. Like it's very thoughtful if you listen to his music, like in terms of the bars, the way he uses. It's also like soulful, like he uses his personal culture, his personal history, and as a rapper who also happens to be gay, he has the opportunity to use terminology that is not in the hip hop lexicon because hip hop has not been great to the LGBT community for the longest, so we haven't had, a lot of rappers who are gay, who have music and projects out. And then the ones that we do have, because it's, early days, they have used, gay terminology or lingo in the most, I don't know, basic types of way, which is fine because you want your music to reach generations and whatnot, and maybe that's just not your lane. Cali combines his intelligent bars with this idea of being, a unique gay rapper. And so you hear some of the double entendres, the metaphors that he used are completely new. They're out of this world. They've never been used before in the hip hop because, again, he is carving and charting a whole lane. And as somebody who is gay and a gay fan of his, it just connects. It just connects in a way that I don't think I can even like vocalize it. Even I don't even think I don't even say. There are songs of Cali that I literally just play just when I want to hype myself up when I'm about to do a big job and I want to feel like I'm that guy. I'm that guy, and I want to, I play some of those songs and yeah, I learned quite a lot from him, like in terms of an artist and a lyricist. Like, heard his feedback on my song. I got to play my song, which is the theme song for season 5. You guys, you can play it anywhere. Science rules the world. But he put the stamp of approval on my song. Science rules the world, which I really appreciate that coming from like a traditional artist or lyricist. I love that. Yeah. So day 2 in the bag. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Sorry, I turned the comments off because I didn't want the comments to be on Callie's face. I wanted to see him clearly, so sorry for turning the comments off. But I appreciate y'all for commenting, for vibing with me and Callie as we did this, as well as shout out to Alvina for coming up, telling us about Melanated Music Group. Shout out to them who are promoting not just traditional artists, but also this new lane of new AI-based artists. So, promoting them together. So shout out for you for coming through and letting us know more of this. Thank you for those in the comments who are keeping me on task. Shout out to Tia. Tia is like, I said, what's the challenge? I want to tell you in a minute, Tia. And shout out to those who are watching this in the replay. Thank you, wherever you're watching this, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, X or Kick or Twitch, anywhere you're watching this, YouTube, on the recap or in clips. I appreciate you very much for watching. There are many options right now in the world on social media that you could be watching, but you tuned into me, this little weird science guy who's trying to connect pop culture and science in a way that's never been heard of. So I appreciate your views. I appreciate comments, likes, and shares. Thank you very much. And of course, follow me for more of this and follow me for more science and easier. The challenge for this week is embedded in the protein of the day. Today is April 18th, Zimbabwe's Independence Day. Question: what is the protein of the day? Take a screenshot, tag me on whatever your favorite platform is. The more tags or the more different platforms you tag me on, the more number of points that you have to win, of course. And tomorrow I'll be announcing the winner of today's challenge. So make sure to tag. And of course, keep an eye out on stimulator.com/season 5. There'll be more challenges posted on there. But this challenge is for those who are in this live. So I appreciate you for tuning in. It's not too late to sign up. Anybody can sign up. You just have to, before you participate on the challenges, you just have to sign up. Make sure that you fill out the form at stimulator.com/season 5, and then feel free to participate on the challenges. The more points you have by the end of the week, which is the end of the season, the more chances that you have that you will be able to win the $1,000 cash prize, even if you don't win tomorrow. Today's challenge, which will be awarded tomorrow. But yeah, I'm very excited. I said I was going to make sure these are 1 hour long, so we're already way past the time. Shout out to who's this? Is this Chantal Waltz? Shout out to you. I see the question marks. I'm not sure what that was about on YouTube. Shout out to that. Let me know what the question was. But tomorrow we'll be back on here live at 3 p.m. with Aaliyah, aka Black Barbie. Shout out to Black Barbie. So we will be chopping it up, talking as well to another musician, but also a social media influencer who has really gone viral several times, Nikki, but also for her own stuff, as well as this other lane that she's carving that I really want to talk to her about as a mom of an autistic kid, and she's actually quite popular on TikTok as well as Instagram. Make sure you check her out, Leah Sherrill. You'll see the tag name in the flyer that I posted, so make sure to check that out. And then her page with her son, Leah X Nolan. Make sure to check that out ahead of time. I look forward to my conversation. And of course, she's my friend, so we're gonna catch up and chat about things that have happened since then. And of course, there will be another challenge tomorrow, so tune in and another opportunity to win a cash prize. Thank you so much for coming through. Uh, Take a listen to, of course, our theme song for the season, Science Rules the World by One Steve. Let me know what you think. Comment, give me feedback. It's out on all platforms, social, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Check it out. And keep an eye out